like in the Caribbean before you actually came to England?
They were nice to me, but I did want money. So I come. I have to travel to get some work, to get money. But it was lovely in a way. I mean, things were hard, money were tough, no work for me then to get money. But in other ways, the people we were living, very good. Not when we come here, it's all different. Use not this, use not that, use monkey, use this, use that,
Where exactly in Jamaica did you live? Which parish?
Manchester.
Manchester.
Mm.
Were you actually working then before you came over here?
Yes, I used to work. Then afterward, then there's no job.
Roughly how old were you before you came to England? When you came to England?
How?
How old were you?
31.
31. Can you just tell me what a daily routine was like back in Jamaica them times?
I can't give you all of it.
No, just give me roughly. Did you used to like have to carry out the cow?
Oh no, I didn't do that. I didn't carry out the cow. My daily routine was to look after the house, cook for the boys, wash for the boys, and look after the inside the house. Because my dad and mom died early, and then I have to look after the other younger ones, and then they work, and afterward things go rough because the boys them grow up and leaving home one by one, leaving me on my own, and then I go to work in hotels until I have baby, and then things go down rough, and I says if I can make it, then I have to travel to make it.
So when was the first you actually ever heard about England?
I heard about England a long time, but not to travel. My mom and dad used to tell me about England, say, and it's our country. But not to travel. It's 1945 when people live in my district come into England and send us back letter. That's the time we all study about England, to travel to England. But first for me it was America. And then I changed it over to England.
So what impression did you get of England? What you thought it was like before you actually came?
Well, I was told it was nice. I was told, it was right cold. And, you have to work hard, and you have to get up early out your bed to go to work if you want life. But we didn't told that we were exemption or something, not human. We were told it was cold, but not like when we come here and what we see and what we go through.
So it was really work situation that finally motivated you to really come.
Yes, work. Work made me come to England. For more money, work, forget life. Because Jamaica was right hard for me. Because I lost my parents early.
So what was the reaction of your friends and neighbors when them here saying you was going to go to England?
They were happy for me to come. And who were over here were happy for me to come. Friends who were over here before, who were wrote into us, were happy for me to come. And back home were happy for me to come. And I was so happy, to leave Jamaica to come.
How did you come? How did you travel?
On a boat.
On a boat.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what it was like on the boat?
Oh God, it was rough. It took me 14 days to reach England. And I was sick, right sick on the boat. And the food was horrible.
Was there a lot of people from Jamaica traveling?
Yes, yes. And we come and we change the boat, and then we come in a train, and then afterward we come in a ferry boat, and then afterward in a train again, and then we come to London, and then we find our own destination where we're going.
So that was the first time you've actually really ever traveled?
Travel, yes. Out my country. First time I ever leave my country.
Do you have any actually specific memory that stood out on the travel, on the boat? Like anything specific which you can actually remember, any incident or anything like that?
Yeah, I can remember everything that happened to me on the boat.
What was the atmosphere like then?
On the boat?
Yeah, was everybody glad to come to England and happy to be leaving Jamaica?
Well, I don't know about everybody who was happy to leave Jamaica on those times. The few that I come up with and the few that leave my district at the time when I was coming to England were very happy, warm. We have a warm party, a warm send-off to England.
Okay, so it was more than one of you from your
Yes,
district?
yes. It's more than one of us leave at the time. I could remember it's about, could name them now, it's about 10 of us leave at the same time. And different, and when we come on the boat, we meet different people, and we make friends, and everybody, happy together.
Yeah, so you wasn't like really by yourself?
No.
So what was it like when you just came here now, when you landed in England? What was your first impression of this place?
Not the place, the people.
The people.
Yeah. I thought different, or I do, I don't know. Were we supposed to say that?
Say what you want.
Well, they didn't really use to colored people that much, especially the kids. And they see us, they hide away. And then they would say to the parents, look at that monkey or that, And the parents would say, shut up, but they don't mean it. Because they would say, why did they have to come to this country to frighten our kids? I could remember that's happened to me. I'm not saying I heard that from other people telling me. I'm saying what happened to me. You went in the bus to sit down. They get up they don't want to sit with you. You're working with them. They ask you all silly questions. Where it just didn't nice.
So did that get you down?
Yes. It just didn't nice when I came here in 1955 with the people, with the colored and the white, the black and white. It just didn't. But afterward then, when everybody coming and going, it's get better. Up
so
to now.
So you came in 52?
55.
55.
Yes. It's get better and better and better and better. But not when I just come. It was like I don't know. I can't really say. I can't really tell you. It was very, very bad. With living together, and living conditions were very poor for us. Because when you knock at the door, if you see a vacancy put up for a room or so to rent, and you knock at the door, and when they open the door and sees you are what color you are, the door in your face, and then they turn back inside. you know.
So you didn't know anybody
Ye-
over here before?
I do know. I come to
So you
somebody.
came to somebody.
Yes, my own color.
Yeah.
But
So did you have the experience of having to go around and look at place?
no, friends did it for me. But I experienced people who had to go around and do that, who didn't come with to anybody and have to do that. And where you work, you know, especially older people, them, you know, when you're working with them, you have a hard time with them. They didn't even want you to touch them. Time was really rough with them, with black people. Me, then. I don't know about other people, with me, for a time, until they get used to us. They were all right. And we can't say it were all the time. No, it changed. Yeah.
So what was the black community like then?
Well, it wasn't much. Well, you know, at 55, it wasn't like now. You know, now is people is here now. Colored people is here more now. But when I was here, when I just came here, it wasn't that much. So you want to say if there was a people like gathering of no.
So,
Like now you go that side, there's a committee of black people there and a white. No, it wasn't like that. So a few, just I can't give you no talk about committee those time because there was none.
so didn't you socialize then? Didn't you go to clubs or things like that?
You go to clubs, but it wasn't colored people club. Like now they have their own, don't they? Well, those time I didn't go to one who a colored man or a colored woman own. It will always be a white person. I'm talking about 55, 56, going up to 57. In afterward, in 58, 59, 60s, it changed.
So when you came directly to Bradford or did you go
No,
to
I came to London.
London?
Yes. Down there where
When did you come
to Bradford. I came to Bradford 60s, 1961.
So what was Bradford like compared to London?
It's all right, different.
Better?
Yes, better with the colored committee from London.
So what was finding the work like? Was that difficult or hard?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't difficult for work when I came here. You could change it, but it was cheap. It's not good money. And you see, what their people wouldn't do, we do it. So we could get a lot of job. And then they didn't like us because they says, we take away the job. If you don't like that, you can put it up or something, you know. You see, so. But when I came 23rd, I start work the 24th. I just rest the night. And I came to Bradford about 2 days. In 3 days, I start to work. Job was all right. But
Can you remember what your first job was?
yes, in a hospital. I work. First job I went into an old people hospital to look after them. Catholic hospital in Chippenham, in London.
What about when you came to Bradford?
I went in Leeds Road Hospital.
So you always
Always goes in the hospital. But Leeds Road were better. We were all right in the Leeds Road. That was 62, 63, go on.
Oh, you lived in Birmingham?
Yes. You want to know where I work in Birmingham? Hospital. In General Hospital in Birmingham.
Did you go to Birmingham before Bradford?
Yes. I leave from London to Birmingham and then from Birmingham to Bradford.
So
I didn't spend much time in London. I spent about 2-3 months because I didn't really like London. And I didn't really like, well, for those old people, I couldn't get along with them, and they couldn't get along with me because they didn't like us, colored, you know. Well, I leave my friend who I come up on the boat with. They sent for me in Birmingham, and then I have that job in the hospital again, in the general hospital, and I worked in there for 7 years. And then I came to Bradford, and then I worked in Leeds Road Hospital for 3 years.
What made you decide to come to Bradford? Was that?
Now my husband lost his job, and then he went to Bradford to work in craft engineer. You know where craft is. And then he came back for me. That's why I came to Bradford, because I have my job, but he didn't have any. So I leave my job and come with him up to Bradford.
So what was Bradford like at the time? Has it changed a lot since?
Yes, it's changed. It's cleaner now, and it's more popular now with everybody different color. Those times was just Pakistani and Indian, plenty of them, not much colored people. I mean, West Indies. But now, it's a lot. And it's more cleaner now. It improved now.
So is there any actual structure that you can remember from those days that still exists today?
I don't know. Might be deep down in what they don't show it. I don't know.
What kind of transport were they using those days? Like they were using like the tram buses?
No, no. I never seen the tram buses from I came to England. I seen all these buses, just different colors, but all these buses what using now. But I haven't seen the tram buses from I came to England. And just London taxis different from Bradford. You know, in Birmingham. They're all three different. I think they're using the same taxi in Birmingham now as Bradford, but London's still using the same tax, different. You know, London taxi is different. Just that, but I haven't seen no different buses. I've never been into a tram buses.
So what was it like adjusting your life from Jamaica way of life to the British way of life? Like food, for example.
Oh, it was different. It was.
Did you have to change your eating habit?
Yes, because then it was different for a time until West Indies started to make it their own way. But it was different.
So could you get the food, the yard food?
No.
No?
No. You couldn't get that food all those time when I'm 55, 56, 57. You started it in the 60s, you know. Started from Pakistani, Indian, go on now down to Jamaica now, West Indies now. I couldn't get those food when I went to England. Long to see it, long to eat it.
So what did you
Well, you
eat?
get you have rice.
Yeah.
You get rice. Might be not potato, spudge they call it, fish and chips. Vegetable, yes, lots of it. You know, cabbage, carrots, but not yam, cocoas, bananas, sweet potatoes. I've never seen that till down in 60s, yes. 59, 60s, go on, yeah. You get it a lot.
So what about, did you find it difficult to communicate with the people?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was.
They never understand what you're saying.
They couldn't understand me and I couldn't understand them. And then they think I was daft. You know. That keep me a long time going with them. You know. Even when I working with them, same thing going on for a long time.
It seems odd to, since I wasn't in those periods then, it seems really strange to see what it was like to hear what it was like
Mm.
those
Yeah,
periods.
yeah, yeah.
So, what about music scene? What kind of music did honors West Indians?
I didn't see any for a long time. When I came here, I didn't even see television. The first time we didn't have nobody. I didn't see television until about in tell you when I see television. I came here 55, and my husband came 57. And in the 58, 59, go on down, we started to see a little black and white television until it works up now. You know, I didn't see television. Not those days when I was here. You have um, music, but not these kind. Gramophone, when they wind up.
Yeah.
That's what I see when I came here. People have in the house, wind it up and put the record on, and put down the needle on it and play.
So
We didn't have any felicity of no pleasure unless we made it to ourselves, make ourselves happy. Nothing. Well, if you wanted to step in, you wanted to step
yeah.
in. Yeah. That when I get that job in Birmingham, they want you, they call it split duty. You work from 7 till 2, and then you come off, and then you go back 5, and you come off 9.
Yeah.
And then I start right the same day. And I stay there for 7 years. Get married in that job, and
You stayed at the one job for 7
yeah,
years.
yeah.
During this time, were you in communication with people back in Jamaica?
Yes.
So, what did you tell them about England? Did you tell them how it's?
Cold and
Did you tell them the
mucky
reaction of the
and
people?
yes, yeah. Wrote to them and tell them about the prejudice and the cold and everything. But if they want to come, they can. I didn't tell them not to come because everybody wants to see things for themselves. So I never stopped them. They still come. And I'd still send for somebody.
You sent for somebody.
Yeah, send for my daughter. So I didn't stop anybody. They come and they find out for themselves.
So you said in the 60s things started to get better.
Better,
Was
yes.
that because more people?
More colored
people
people,
started
yeah,
coming?
more West Indies, and because the Pakistani were here a lot, and Asian and Indian, but it didn't improve until most West Indies come up. It improved a lot now.
Where did you live in Bradford when you came here first?
Whitesville, Whitney Hill.
That's where plenty of blacks that live around that area.
Pakistani. I live in a one room in a Pakistani house for a time, a good while.
So were the Pakistani helpful to us?
Yes, because they provide place for us to live, and we pay them the rent. And they're very good. To me, they do. Have nothing against them. To me, they were right good. I live in Pakistani house for most my life until I have a corporation house. Corporation house. Let's see, I can tell you how many years now because I have a girl who born in there 21 years ago now. It's just Dennis. He born in a corporation. Sharon and Paul born in rooms. First child I have is Dennis, born in a corporation house from the government.
Yeah. So in the 60s things started to get better because more people start coming over.
Yes.
What was what was like the attitude of people like the police at those times to we? Were they like they are today, or were they different?
can't really say that, because for a truth, I never get entanglement with none of them, and nobody for me ever get entanglement with none of them, and then I never been near them, so I can't tell about the attitude those days until shortly now. I know they're really upsetting the colored people, the colored boys, them that not working, especially the kids them. But in those days, I didn't know what's going on with them. I didn't even see them for purpose, because I never get mixed with them.
So, was it difficult to like blend in the society, like getting your kids to into school? Was that
Yes,
difficult
yes.
for
My first boy, Paul, he had a hard time in school because the head teacher didn't love him for once, and then he pushed him around until today. He don't like school. He never liked it. He don't. He actually, the day when he used to leave school, he actually think he was in glory, because he didn't like it. He get pushed around. The first boy and the second girl, because there was for my biggest son, he was the only West Indies at the school when he went, and then he get very bad treatment.
So what was it like in general bringing up children in those times compared to probably now? Do you think they had it better in those times? Do you think it was better to bring up children those times, or do you think it's harder now because now we have drugs and?
It's harder now. It's harder now because there's too much drugs around and they use it, and it's harder now more than those. What's happening now never happened those time.
So there was no drugs
No,
business?
no. I never knew of it. Just recently these bad things going on. Drugs business and all that, and killing. So much killing and everything. I heard one people getting in those killing. And
when was the first you left England since you came in?
72, back to Jamaica
Why did you decide to go back then?
to see my family. To see them and look for them and come back. And then I went back 86 now to see them again.
How long did you stay? 72?
4 weeks.
And had Jamaica changed much since those days when you lived there?
Jamaica changed now from the days when I was there, and even 72 when I went back. It changed a lot, different.
What is Jamaica like now?
It's really different.
So, did you get homesick while you was here?
Yes, when I was here at first, I feel if I don't go home, I would get off my head. But for a while, gradually go on, and I can't get money to go home. You can't go back just as you come. I mean, the way you come, when you go back, they would laugh at you, or you can't live again, because you destroy everything to come. You can't go back to live their ways they're living out there now.